We're going to talk about the 3-year-olds now, getting through the list here today. Absolute Euphoria has been great since going down to Ohio. She's going to race in the Sire Stakes this week. We'll see how she does. Austral Hanover raced good. I think I went over this enough over the last 2 days. I don't think I gave him my best effort. He raced great. Just a minor error on my part. Put him from first to fourth, I think, the other day at the Meadows. He raced good again. A little trickle of blood in there after we scoped him, but raced really well, and we should be able to dry him up a little better. Brace for Landing raced great the other night. 2 wins in a row for him now, as what we hope is a short trip into the Beal, but we'll see if he gets in or he does not. Carter Michael Dio training back well. This is 4 training trips in for Carter Michael Dio. Cash Deals races tonight. Where is she racing in Georgia? Where? Iowa. Really? Racing Sarnia tonight. That must be Prospect Series, yeah. So Cash Deals racing tonight. Coupe DeVille. I trained her myself today. A little bit on the end of the flat side, and that I'm glad he didn't put her in this weekend. I thought she was the tiniest bit flat, but we'll see how she bounces back this week. Crantini raced good, a little bit of mucus, a little bit of blood found in him. We put him on Lasix for next Saturday's, again, hopeful Beal, trip down to the Beal, maybe. Cupid Express, first start for us and Jason. She races tomorrow night at Northfield Park. We'll see how old Cupid does. Cutie Cumber's been racing good, just photoed out at Monticello the other day. She'll bounce back hopefully again for another start next week. Five Fish Species has been awesome. Very, very, very good. As Mark put it, she just jogged her last start. Really excited to see her race in the coming weeks and months. Gandalf the Black has been racing great. He races tomorrow at Ottawa. Loses James, but picks up what I thought would be an easier field. Obviously, there's at least one tough one in there. James jumped off him. But he's sitting 20th right now in points. Needed the points heading to Ottawa tomorrow. Horn Player will be coming to Mohawk. Remind me to get Tim to pull Coggins on her. She's going to be coming to Mohawk in exactly 13 days for the Casual Breeze. Very happy with the way she's improved. I know she's got to find 2 seconds, but I think a big filly like her, transitioning back to a bigger track, the way her gait is right now, the way she's feeling, I don't have a problem with that at all. Major Megan was fantastic. Talk about punching way above your weight class. I forgot all about it. The horse that beat her last night in 53 in the mud. Yeah, they gave 200 for that thing. Yeah, Major Megan was second to her, 13-4. She raced great last night. Looks like we're going to have a lot of fun with her for quite a while. Merchant Man was the start of the parade of horses that were just something wrong. Didn't scope that bad. Blood didn't come back horrible, just raced terrible. Something went on, and it's very weird. There's nothing worse than having something go wrong and not knowing what, not having the tools to find out exactly what took place. You just feel blind. And all I can tell you is what didn't go wrong. There's nothing major with him. I guess that's not true. His GGT was high. So we're working on his GGT. I find it hard to believe that that was the only kicker, but it could have been. We've had it happen in the past. My 1% will race again for the next little while. You know, he is on that list. A lot of people asking lately, you know, which ones are we selling? Probably most of our sophomores will be leaving us at the end of the season, and the only reason being horses like Tailgate Buzz and Austral Hanover, they made too much money as a 2 and 3-year-old. They have too many wins. Now you get even my 1% who's got, well, maybe only 30 or 40,000 made. Now he doesn't have 40, maybe 20-some, 30,000 made, but he's up in that 4 or 5 win range now. It's going to be a problem moving forward. So we'll see how he holds up and how he feels, but he is also kind of penciled in to that list later on in the fall. Nothing but a dreamer. I'm going to drive him tonight also. He's got the outside post, but we'll see how he races at Mohawk. Smoking Hot Irish Girl I thought was good the other night. Second. I was not going to beat that filly. She raced well, and I thought Smoking Hot Irish Girl raced pretty good also. Spitfire Overseas back in the swing of things now, jogging back at 4 miles a day. Looks good, sharp as a tack, eating everything, feels good. So I think it won't be long now until we'll get the green light to start training him again. And actually may have him back in action sooner than we thought we would. Stay Special is home swimming. Did you tell them she can go on the walker and swim now? Okay. So starting Monday, she starts both. Then, Steel Cowboy School in 55. Still a little bumpy. You don't think castrating was going to fix everything. But, as I said to Dominic, just get him moving forward. So he's probably going to put him in. And I told him if it doesn't work out well at Mohawk, then he is going to end up going to probably the Meadows or Scioto. The problem with Scioto right now, same thing with J.K. Mickey Mantle. If you're not Ohio-owned or bred It's very difficult to get in full-time at Scioto Downs. They just race for too much money and they're too protective. I guess I don't blame them. I don't like that philosophy, but I understand it and exactly what they're trying to do with it. So, Steel Cowboy, we'll see what happens with him. First stop will be Mohawk. After that, we'll see where we go from there. Swinging Senorita trained great this morning. She is eyeing up a fair trip somewhere, and then we'll end up going back to I believe the Sires with her. Tactical Mounts has been tremendous. Quietly one of our better horses all summer with that 152-1, I think, win, wasn't it? Maybe 152-4, it doesn't matter. 52 mark, and she looked very, very good doing it. Tailgate Buzz, full of mucus yesterday. Geez, that's a bugger, right? What, Ollie? What are we looking at? Oh, cool, yeah. So Tailgate Buzz, he'll bounce back. He's made the final of the Stallion Series, so we'll see. We won't see. We'll definitely be able to get him squared away. Wallop will likely race next week at the Meadows. We'll get him raced. I like the way the horse is going and the trajectory he has. End of September, 1st of October is the Massachusetts Sires. I suspect he'll find his way there. He'll find his way there in plenty of time to race there. And Warwick Erie, a winner again, looked good. He won't be on the 3-year-old sell list, I don't imagine. As I've said many, many times, I think this horse got a pretty bright future as a 4-year-old. We'll see how he races throughout the rest of the 3-year-old season. And what a mission. Probably will also be on that list, but we'll see. It's only got 3 or 4 pari-mutuel wins. That's the kicker right there. Wins and money. If you have a lot of wins and a lot of money made, probably going to go race somewhere else, right? Probably going to be sold. And that's just the way we're going to go down that road this year. You know, I can give you more than enough reasons why. I think the 2 biggest reasons why, if you want to look back, are Resolute Bay and Renegade Gypsy, 2 very, very good 3-year-olds for us that really struggled at 4. Trying to find, it looks like Renegade Gypsy maybe found his footing here. Now we're into August of his 4-year-old year. But Resolute Bay had his moments, did win at 53 this year, but more times than not, actually, quite frankly, was on the run. So trying to get them both squared away, and I think this is a cautionary tale to everybody. We do have some nice 3-year-olds, but if they're getting up there in money and they're getting up there in wins, they're likely going to find themselves on a list to be sold later on in the fall. And that's just how it is. I know I'm going to get a ton of emails, but what about this horse? I think he could be a really good 4-year-old. That will be our rough parameters of the year. If they got lots of wins and lots of money, they're likely to leave it. And that's that. So with that, your sophomore list is done, your 3-year-old list is done, and as I said, we'll replace those horses with horses that have less money made, maybe didn't have a great sophomore season, and have lots of room to move in the classes that we're looking for. But if our horses are starting to saturate themselves, which some of them are, then you're going to see them probably be up for sale at some point. So with that, I'll let you go. I'll talk about the 2-year-olds in just a second.